everybody. Welcome one and all to the Ramble Pod, one part of Buckshot. How you doing? If you're brand new, welcome. Typically, these Ramble Pods are exclusive to Patreons, but it's Christmas, and I figured, you know what? Let's throw it out to the masses, because it's nice to just chat to people and throw it out there. How are you keeping? If you're watching this on the video, of course, you'll see, typically I have I could turn it around and I'd fuck it up, but all my background is over there to my right, as you look at it to your left. But I'm on the green screen wall at the minute because we're still set up for some of these live streams that I've been doing throughout the last couple of weeks. But, because it looks Christmassy. I got my Christmas hat on. I got that tree and whatnot in the background, so it looks the part. Very welcome. First off, long-term Patreons, I just want to give a congratulations to Dave and Tina, who had twins yesterday. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve. So pretty much, I don't know when you'll get to listen to it. Most people will probably get to listen to this on St. Stephen's Day or day after St. Stephen's Day. You know what I mean? I don't know what the crack is of people going to the races or the pubs or whatever, but look, delighted for anybody who would be listening, watching, whatever gets you through. There's if you're brand new, have a look of the actual Buckshot. There's a fucking rake of stuff back there. There's a rake of stuff. There's what are we up to? 211 or 12 episodes. I was going to record with somebody this week, and then I thought, you know what? People are busy enough. And I would have gotten one in, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do a Ramble Pod. And I know people do roundups of the year gone by, and I was going to go back through some of my guests and stuff, but I was like, what? I'm going to start picking fun bits from guests, and no, I'm going to do a Ramble Pod as per Ramble Pod. This is just a check-in. Still have plenty to be doing. I am barbecuing, not for Christmas Day. Not for Christmas Day. For St. Stephen's Day, I'm going to do a big smoked rackled beef ribs. Yeah. So I got my hands on some lovely yellowy colored fat, which if you're ever wondering, if you see it, is that gone up? It's not. Normally, if you do get your hands, if you spot it in the butchers on the back of whatever you're buying, it's got that yellowy fat almost turning. I know for the one, it doesn't sound weird, but if there's a hint of green in that fat, you know they've been absolutely grass fed with no kind of grain or anything through it. Because if it's snow white, there's a strong possibility during, if they've been housed and they've been a bit of grain in them to put bulk on them. But if there's bright yellow fat on it, it's been grass fed. It's always better when they're absolutely grass fed. I did a live show for the Patrons last weekend. Oh, we had a great laugh. I'm going to do one probably, I don't know. Today's 24th, so probably do one like the 30th, I think. I think I'll do one the 30th. the 30th. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Because 31st is New Year's Eve. Fucking might do one New Year's Eve for the crack. Because let's be honest, with the pubs closing at 8, I don't know what the crack is in other countries, but right now our pubs close at 8 o'clock. At any point, that could turn around and go, we're shutting them forever. And which a lot of pubs are shutting forever. But look, I may do one. I'll let the Patreons know. And it's worth a crack. Like a couple of people joined up. I think they stayed in the background and stuff like that, which is absolutely fair. Because, some people don't want to fucking put their face forward. It's not being recorded anyway and put out to the public. We just jump on and shoot the shit and have a right out bit of crack. Do you know what I mean? We're just a bunch of people just getting slightly drunk. I had great plans. It was Sunday night we did it. I had great plans. I said I had a few cans in the fucking office here, out in the old studio, Buckshot Studios. And I was very excited. I said I'll have a couple of cans now during it. Well, just prior to setting up to record, I realized the cans were gone. I said, some bastard herself doesn't drink Guinness. Who's after sneaking down to my office and oh, wait a minute. Drunk Tom. It was Drunk Tom last night. And I didn't want to believe it. There was a good 2.5 seconds where I was fully sure I was ready to blame somebody else. But, with age comes responsibility, lads. And there comes a time when you have to go, no, I was a drunkard last night. And I was watching a documentary on Rome, the Roman Empire. And you know what? It required a couple of more cans, it would seem. But I'm stocked up. Well. The boot of the car is in good nick. I'm gonna get a little drunk tonight. Although we get Santi in first. Santi order first. You know, Santi will sort out the situation and all the rest of it first, and then we'll fucking have a few. We'll have a few. It's grand. I mean, I was talking with my sister and other friends who have young kids, and they're like, oh, they'll be up at fucking 5 o'clock. I'll give you an example. I had to get my lad, 2.5 years, not even 2.5, to get him up out of bed this morning at 8:30. I had to wake him up. He runs the battery to the fuck, absolutely runs the wheels off himself, and then just crashes and burns. It's fucking class. It's fucking just this fucking Tasmanian devil for, I don't know, whatever amount of time he's up, and then as soon as 7 o'clock comes, bang, gone. Grabs the fucking teddy by the neck and walks himself down to the bed. It's pretty fucking handy. It is pretty fucking handy, I have to say. So I know, and I'm not supposed to say that out loud because there's people going, I was told this he was only 6 months old or whatever at the time, and I was told this at a gig. I was doing the gig with, just in the comedy, it was actually in the Patriots Inn. God, I miss the Patriots Inn. God, I miss doing live stand-up. But I am doing live stand-up on the 28th in Uri. It's sold out. So, I don't know. Might live stream it for the crack. I think we should do that, actually. We should totally try and live stream it and sell tickets online. Fucking why not? So so that's that. That's all we have in that department. I'll talk more at the end of the show as to what I hope will transpire next year, early next year. Well, fuck it, we're forcing it. Either way, we're going at it. But yeah, there's a Tom and Jerry show too. We did a Christmas special. That was where I was going. I was going to do a roundup, and I was like, kind of, do we do the biz Chris? We did it. We did it already. Alternative Christmas and actual normal Christmas stuff. We did it on the Tom and Jerry show. We did fucking nearly 2 hours of talking about Christmas. So I'm like, fucking, what more can I do? What more can I do? There's nothing that I can surprise you with at this stage. You know what I mean? The week gone by was just weird. I was just being pretty much stuck in the studio. Makes me sound like a fucking music artist, doesn't it? I've just been stuck in the studio. No. I've been hosting corporate gigs and writing for some people and stuff like that. So that was, I mean, it's cool. Like, it's cool. I know I'm one of the very lucky ones to be getting a little bit, but not a fucking lot. But you know what I mean? Either fucking way. What else can you do but try and stay fucking positive on the side of positive? This is the Ramble Pod, everybody. This is what it is. It's fucking rambling. It is absolute rambling to fill the void in your life where you need some noise. That's basically what I am. There's nothing. There'll be a little bit of education. People went fucking bananas a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, I normally put these out on the Patreon. People went fucking ape when I put a clip up, and that immediately makes me sound like a knob. But I put a clip up from the Ramble Pod where I had discovered what shellac was. Shellac for nails. Like, I know shellac, you can shellac timber, but shellac for nails, like in painting fucking women's nails, like, you know what I talk. When I described it, people went apeshit. People who never would have contacted me in the month of fucking Sundays, like, just never. We'd follow each other, whatever, but they would not in a hope in Sundays. But message me going, "You're fucking joking about this, aren't you?" I'm like, motherfucker, just literally do what I did and Google it. You know, I suddenly became a spokesperson of advice when it came to the nasty place they get shellac from. It isn't a man-made product. It's very much a beetle-made product. And I talked about it before. It was the crusty fanny juice from a beetle called the lac beetle. And there you go. That's it. If you want to go have a look at my Instagram, it's up there. I put it up there for all to see. It is nasty. I put pictures up, the whole lot of these little things, and described exactly what it is. And people are putting that on their nails. And like, thank God, I'm never doing it again. I'm like, oh no, keep doing it. You've done it at this stage now. You ate food with those fingers. You really did. You ate food with those fingers. So you know what I mean? It's and it seems to be a team. Nails and fingernail. Like, I don't know much about social media. I don't know what people talk about, the algorithms. You know, 99% of you don't know what an algorithm is. In it being a fucking mathematical fucking term. It's a fucking sequence of, like, when social media, again, this is me being a fucking idiot. I'm trying to actually crowbar in. They're right to say what they say. Say algorithms. Yeah, because that's what it is technically. But it's like it's people saying your algorithm would be different to my algorithm. Yeah, it's just a fucking sequence how they set it up. That's all. They look for fucking little pointers. Like I'm a bloke at my age. I have a mustache and a mullet, so I'm going to show him some weird stuff. And that's weird. Like fucking Instagram wouldn't be as blatant, from what I can tell. You know what I mean? A lot of people will see the same thing, but when it comes to TikTok, by all accounts, it would seem you're seeing exactly what people are tailoring for you. It was, I don't know. I see a lot of people changing oil in cars, middle-aged women with big knockers. Just being very strange, fucking very, very strange. And some food. I mean, they're pretty fucking spot on. If you give them credit, the Chinese, like they're pretty fucking spot on with that. But I signed up to TikTok purely ages back, and then it was there on the phone, never used it. And it was Gordo was like, man, you got to be pushing this. Like, I don't know if I have the mental energy for fucking tick or tech or whatever the fuck it's called. And I sure as shit I can't go around saying it, because it's really, really is like, it irks me how lazy people get with things like Instagram. You get where they were going with that. Facebook, it's a bit on the nose now. It's called Meta, which makes it sound like a weird fucking hotel chain owned by. It's just, the level below 3-star. Stay at the Meta. It'd be great. But TikTok, you're like, are you fucking joke? You called it TikTok. And now people use it as a verb. Like, I'm doing a TikTok. No. No, you can't let yourself slip into that. And I will not. But on his basis, I was just putting up stuff. And they know what you're doing. You see, you're just putting up the same stuff that's on Instagram, that's on fucking all the fucking rest of them, shared across the board. Yeah. And they know, because you'll never get much. You get a few hundred views. You're like, motherfucker, that was a good fucking bit, stand-up bit. But they were like, you didn't film it through our lens. So that is what I was suspecting was happening. Not that because I put up stand-up clips and I was going, why is it only getting 200 fucking views or 500 views or whatever? And I was like, maybe it's because it's just uploaded. And not that it's bad. But I put it up there, and then all of a sudden when you start recording through theirs, it's like, oh, now we're into the thousands. Oh, I see. And we're talking, this is where you never know where stuff is going. And it was also, I'm going the roundabout way here to tie together in it. It's not a segue. It's literally the most Hail Mary pass of tying two things about crusty shellac nails and toenails to how I ended up in fucking TikTok, and how this week, out of the fucking blue, I'd count right fucking now. Let's have a look. Tick, where is Tick? It is at, holy sweet mother of fucking Jesus, 111,500 views for a 15-second, no thought put in. This is what kills me. Like, and I fucking hated it so well. I literally was sitting down, just about to shut the computer down, and I went, something funny popped into my head about toes. And it's that a lot of countries don't have a word for toes. They call them fingers of your feet, which I think is the most adorable sounding thing. But all I can think is a monkey's foot, like holding a fag and smoking with that's fingers of your feet. It's such an adorable way to say it. It's like a child that's gotten that far and they ain't going any further. Like, I hurt the finger of my foot. You're like, perfect. But the fact that adults say it, whole nations, I thought it was only Polish people. I throw it up, literally throw that up, fucking close the phone, shut the computer down. It's at 12 o'clock at night, go to bed, wake up, and it's at 50,000 views the next time. My phone, I didn't realize that most of the other ones I turned off the notifications. So I don't know until you actually open the fucking thing. Holy sweet fuck. My poor phone was fucking melting with people commenting. You're going, hey, Romanians do it too, Portuguese do it too, and giving long fucking descriptions. And then you'll get every so often somebody going, you fucking English are all the same. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. This is why you need to stay away from fucking. This is why. But they're in case in point. 111,000 people in fucking 2 or 3 days. Fucking 500 or 600 people commenting on the thing. And you're like, I've broken my bollocks to create content down through the years. Like, in the live form more than anything, that would be what I'd be most fucking proud of. Or actually break your back. Drive 6 hours to do a fucking 20-minute gig. Now, to be fair, like, there's good reason behind that, because doing that 20-minute gig, every millisecond of that, like 1 millisecond of that, is a better fucking mental payoff than making a video. Like, literally, I put my phone down, plugged it in, left it in the office and walked away. And you're going, how the fuck do so many of you feel passionate enough? And you wouldn't even look at me fucking breaking my bollocks doing stand-up that's taken years. It's, you never know what fucking weird thing is around the corner. It gives you, like, you're giving a little bit of boost, but you're kind of going, oh fuck, I'm angry. I'm fucking internally angry as a result because of that, because of exactly that. It took nothing. It took nothing to come. Like, it wasn't even coming. I was literally quoting something that was already a thing. I can take no credit for that whatsoever. That Polish people call them fingers of your toes. That's it. They do. That's the thing. It's actually a fact. It's not an opinion. It's not nothing else. It's actually a fucking fact. So maybe that's the route I'm going to be going, lads. Might just do full podcast full of just sound bites, just 15-second sound bites, no sense at all, just 15-second sound bites saying the odd thing, and then throw in something slightly maybe sexist or racist in the middle of it, just to get a few headlines. Because I think that's where I'm going. I think that's where it's at. That's where it's at, and we're going to NFT it. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, but it's a very popular thing to say right now, to put an NFT on a thing. Oh my fucking God. So yeah, that was about as weird as my week got. Weird as the week got. Do you know what? One fucking day blends into the other. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ. I did find out that late night shopping during this period is the fucking absolute perfect time to go. There's next to no cons around. Next to none. No smelly people go out around that time. Smelly people are at home building up their funk. You know what I mean? It was beautiful. Shopping at fucking 10 o'clock. Staff are fucking one eye on the door as well. So they're not fucking dilly-dallying when they're coming to zipping through your fucking stuff. So that's the thing I liked. I discovered that I've been writing a lot of fucking material of late, and I don't know if any of it's going to be any funny. That's what's killing me. Normally you get to fucking write some material, try it out, and you'll go, oh yeah, that's not funny, move on. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, some people will just plow on, and I've seen that too. I'm like, motherfuck, that's not funny. But fair play to you. I can't do it. If there's a fucking dead space, but that's because I'm fucking frantic. I'm absolutely fucking OCD, weird, frantic, that I cannot leave any dead space for people. But I'll be fucking right. And there's no real trialing it out in the podcast either. I might do I might do a fucking set for the Patreons. That's what I'm going to fucking do. Make note of that. Jimmy is my assistant, i.e. it's me. I'm going to do a fucking set. Yeah, I am. Going to put a fucking brick wall. There you go. There you go. There you fucking go. Let's look for a fucking date. I'm going to do like a 20-minute fucking set. 30th is a Thursday. 30th. Fuck it. I'm going to do like a 15-20-minute set for Patreon. And that's the only fucking way, some way honest. Even though I'm not in the room with people, that's the only fucking honest way I'm going to get to do it. So for $3, come to the show next Thursday on the 30th. 30th or 31st, I don't know. I might do a New Year's show because people will be pissed drunk. I'll see I might be drunk myself, but I have to trial somebody. I have to trial this material. I fucking have to. Oh my fucking God. I'll get a bit out on the fucking whatchamacallit, but when you're headlining, you know, you can't be fucking showing up. But hey, so I got a book. I never got that. I never got that. Remember your shit, motherfucker. I never got that. Friends of mine do it. I'm like, fucking remember it. Run it and see where it goes naturally. Even if you can't, like, fucking learn. Like, I mean, some people do write line for line and they've got little nuggets in there, but those fucking nuggets, they'll come again. Like, you know what I mean? I think they should be forged in the fires of the real thing on stage. Like, personally, unless you're like a one-liner comedian who's got to have the book on stage. It would fuck me up. I couldn't deliver it funny if I'm going, all right, on to the next one here. So the next one I have for you, oh no. It's not a performance then. You're just reading your stuff to people and they paid for it. So I won't be fucking reading next week. So jump on. Even if you only stay for a fucking month, you get a month. And look, and in that month, you got like 100. I was just looking at it. There's over 100 videos of interviews, Ramble pods and stuff like that. There's all of fucking this year's interviews. Most of last year's interviews too are all in video form, and they're up there too. So there's no shortage of fucking stuff. I also put up the video I did a podcast last week with a chap, Nathan Smith, lovely lad, Talking Smith. Just give it a shout out. He's got some interesting guests coming up, in all fairness, and a very nice fella. Knows how to step out of your way and knows what to feed you with. You know what I mean? Just very, very. I've enjoyed it immensely. So I put that up on my Patreon. So if anybody, I put the video up. It's I'll put the audio up as well, just in case it's handier for people. Because a lot of the time the audio here, like, people will go, I don't care what fucking hat you're wearing, Tom. I don't give a fuck what hat you're wearing, because I'm listening to you in the car, in between fucking Chris Rea and the fucking crowd in the back shouting and roaring. I'm fucking listening to you, or I'm on the bus, or I'm on a train, or whatever. So I have no time for your fucking videos. Some people do. I'm putting this one out to the public, but I've seen far greater amounts of fucking downloads than there are to actually people watching on YouTube. So I get it. But look, why waste the medium, as they say? I don't know if they say that. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know how long I've done right now, because fuck it. Am I going to look at it? No, I'm not. I've other stuff open here in front of me, so couldn't be looking at my face, and I can't be looking at timers. All that shit. I make myself out to be a right old wanker of an artist, aren't I? That I can't actually fucking be dealing with them. I can't be dealing with them things. Them realities. It's called discipline, Tom. Get your shit together. It's, again, if anybody can't tell, I'm quite yearning, jonesing, as they say, for some fucking live stuff. I am going to be going up, though. I was only talking with him yesterday. I'm going to be going up immediately after the Christmas period, probably very early January. I'm going up to Gordo in Mayo, and we're going to do another podcast. And we're going to do I think a true crime, but it's kind of a hang. It's like, hey, while we're here, will we just do a fucking true crime as well? I'm like, yeah. He's to show me how to work a new bit of kit. That's really, I love hanging with him, and I love doing this podcast. But primary for me is going to be teaching me how to use this new bit of kit, this kind of soundy thing that I don't know. All these lads know about that fucking stuff. They know the names of them and everything. I don't fucking know any of that stuff. But I'll build a fucking house if I had to. I'm just saying. Yeah, lads. Yeah, I get it. Fucking, it can get to you. I need to fucking get fucking on the road. Fucking open up to fuck, will you? People listening in the UK are like, I don't know what he's talking about. It's absolutely perfect around here. Nothing's close. I get it, you lucky bastard. Albeit, you know, I don't know what the albeit is there, other than people getting. I refuse to say the C word. I almost, honestly, if you ran that AI thing where it listens to hundreds of hours of your podcast, where they did it with Joe Rogan. It's brilliant. And they pumped out a synopsis episode at the end in text form. And there was a lot of gorilla talk, a lot of yoga, a lot of hunting. If you look through mine for COVID, and I said the C word, but I had to point it out, is very fucking few. I tried to dance around it, fucking talk about everything else other than it, because I'm of no benefit. It's all, like, literally, other than advice, general fucking advice, like, this is what's happening, the fucking pubs are closing. There's nothing else to be learned from it. Like, my phone doesn't give me any fucking, I don't know how my phone, like, I must have set it up in such a way. Even if I go looking for news, It doesn't tell me any news about anything to do with any fucking viruses. Not honest to God, it'll just tell me when somebody's made a new coffee that comes out of a chinchilla's arse. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff you want to be angle your whole life towards that. It makes you blissfully fucking stupid in most people's eyes, but you'll be way fucking happier and you'll end up living longer than all them misery fucking driven cunts that just love getting a big old tumor on their neck from fucking sadness. Do you know what I mean? Tell me more about them. Like I've talked about it before about the last time I don't think I'll ever be hired again to do a warm-up gig for RTE, but I did a warm-up gig one time for a very, very, very misery-laden fucking show that had the fucking cheek of trying to disguise itself as having humor involved, because they would bring on the actual panel, they would bring on, a comedian, but they would invariably fucking either inviscerate him for misery porn, or that's pretty much all they had. And anyway, because I'm inverting commas here with some of the cunts that now they some of the best on, but they had one or two who were popular at the time who were fucking dirt, in my opinion. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I know we're not supposed to say it, but I don't give a fuck. If you're lazy, you're not putting any fucking work into your material, you're just fucking flopping around the place, just banging a fucking drum because you are a thing or there's a thing going, you're not putting any fucking work in, you're fucking useless to me and you're absolutely stealing a living. They had a few of them on, and straight away they'd go to the well for misery. If you're a fucking comedian, be a fucking comedian. If you're a bricklayer, fucking lay bricks. You know what I mean? You fucking on there fucking claiming to be some sort of expert in fucking mental health. Shut the fuck up and tell some fucking jokes. But they brought me on to do warm-up before the show. Shit show. You giving you times. Can you do 3 minutes 47 seconds just before we got to air? And you're like, no, I can't. Who can do that? Literally, you need a comedian who has not just one-liners. They literally are 2-word joke comedians. That's who you need to round it off into that time. You can't crowbar. I go out there and try to do some crowd work, and they say that they didn't want me there. The audience. Oh my God. I mean, I've been in some cold rooms before where you're going in and you're assaulting them with comedy. Because if you listen to the Tom and Jerry show, we did a whole season. We've a whole raft of fucking bonus episodes over there too, with well-known people on rough gigs. My worst gig ever. We did 5 seasons of my worst gig ever. And almost all of them, it was comedy where there should be no comedy. It's just not meant to be in some places. And and so many you go into, and it's like you're being sprung on people. We did one a couple of months back actually for DCU. Now 2 of them, one day after another. Both of them, they were one of them was lovely. One of them, a complete assault on these fucking students. You know what I mean? They're all having their fucking little chicken fillet rolls sitting out under some fucking gazebo that they've popped up. One of those, and out of nowhere, the dude's just with a mic, and he's got a fucking speaker, and he's like, "You wanna hop into it there, Tom?" So we don't have anything, not even a handwritten sign up somewhere to say that there's comedy. These kids are drinking their milk. They're trying to fucking still find themselves. They're only 18. You're a child still. You're a child till you're 25. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And you're going out, they're just all shrinking fucking nervously in the middle of the day. And that's what you walk away and you go, oh, that's fine. That was a dreadful gig, but it's fine, because these people, they did not choose to have this done to them. They did not choose to put themselves in an environment. And that's exactly what was at the beginning of this show. You go out beforehand, you're like, hey, how's everybody doing? You go, what's the fucking crack with it? But it was the most blatant in my life that I've ever seen, because it wasn't just that you're walking up to them on the street, or that you've just fucking jumped on them on their college campus, or they're in a restaurant. These people had definitely come for a performance, but they'd come for fucking pure, unadulterated, unmolested, cleanest from the source, out of the titty of fucking sadness. These people wanted just misery porn dripped down the back of their fucking neck and the tee up was beautiful. The host comes out, who's a fucking melted wheelie bin anyway. He comes out and he's just like, I'm going these are the subjects. And the subjects were like, fucking horrific things, two horrific fucking subjects that people could or may have opinion on. But then he steps out of the way. It's like, okay, now we're going to bring out. He didn't even intro me. He just walked away, and like the producer walks out with a headset on. He's like, so we're going to bring out a comedian now. Welcome, Tom O'Mahony. And I mean, they went from, oh, fucking lovely, to somebody who's going to basically piss all over their chips. Imagine you're about to sit down starving to strongly salted, strongly vinegared, crispy, real spud chips. Big bag of them in front of you on a Friday night with a can of beer or your favorite gin beside you. And all of a sudden, literally, I pop up in front of you and start pissing all over your chips. Trousers down around my ankles, blocking the telly, kick over your beer and piss all up and down your chips. That's how those people felt for 3 minutes, 46 seconds. Thank fuck the check had cleared beforehand. Oh, this is what the Ramble Pod is about. I feel so much better. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm not done. I like to round up with some stupid shit that I see from the internet that people send me. Thank you very much. The amount of people sending me great stuff. If you do want to send me stuff, send me typically if you email it to me at buckshotpodcasts@gmail.com, or if you want to send it on Instagram or whatever, the link to the thing, or whatever form you want. Buckshot Pod or Tom O'Mahony Comedy will find it. Tom O'Mahony Comedy will find me anywhere, really. Like, but speaking of chips, I'm some man for the segue. Some man for the fucking segue. The fucking McDonald's in Japan fucked 3,000 fucking chippers across Japan. Nah, no chips. They flooding with the spuds. It's spud fields flooding and a fucking row with dock workers. Imagine like that. 'Tis an ill wind that don't blow for somebody, isn't it? If you're a spud manufacturer, spud grower right there now, and you're fucking having a row with whoever your fucking, your buyer is, you go, I'll fucking send it to Japan. How's that? They were typically buying them out of fucking Canada, I think, but there's been a hunt of a situation with flooding, and the poor old devils, they're only selling small bags of fucking chips at the minute, so there might be no fucking chips to be got in Japan within the week, lads. Tis fucking bad. Tis bad. But they never stop being weird, this Japanese. Do you know what? They go all in, don't they? They go all in weird. That's why I'd love to go to the place. Not for a holiday or not, just for like fucking 3 days of all their weird stuff. I'd fucking love to give it a go. A Japanese professor has developed a prototype. See, this is where this cute cunt is thinking in. He said, fuck the spuds. Fuck the spuds. Give them whatever they want. Has developed a prototype lickable screen that can imitate food flavors. I can't read out loud. Another step towards, I swear it's so sad when I'm reading to my fucking child. He's throwing books at you to read, and I'm reading like this. Either shouting it at him to try and get it out beyond my fucking stupid teeth. Another step towards creating a multi-sensory viewing experience. Why? Fucking why? The device is called Taste. The TV uses a carousel of 10 flavor canisters that spray a combination to create the taste of particular food. Just fucking have the food. There's no way it's going to fucking end up tasting like what it's actually supposed to be. Not a fucking hope. They did this shit with Smell-O-Vision years ago as well. Like this fucker, like he got a ball of money. Homai Mashiata, professor at Meiji University in Tokyo. Okay, I'm going to try and read, which is going to sound pretty fucking bad, but I'm a sucker for a shitty accent. The gore. Don't put L's in there, for fuck's sake. The gore was to make possible for people to have the experience or something like eating. I sound like I'm speaking backwards forward. Eating in a restaurant on the other side of the world, even though while staying at home. Man, you're still not sending them any fucking food, like. You gotta sit. Do you know what? The only thing is, like, cunts would fucking go in for this big style, because there's ones around the world making a fortune with Japanese businessmen, and who just eat across the fucking laptop from them, and slurping too. Like they're mad into that slurpy old. I don't know what it's called. Gordo told me because he knows all that fucking weird ASM, where they fucking love a one who'll give a good old slurp. She's having a bit of old fucking onion soup or a bit of. Few carrots and parsnips and a slice of bacon and a fucking buttery spud. Maybe a bit of parsley sauce dribbled over it, and having a big pint of milk down beside it. Oh, I think that's me, actually. That's my thing. I just found my thing. Anybody wants to eat that across the way from me and drive me insane. I don't know. These lads pulling the fucking iron off themselves while watching this. This is always going to end up in porn. There's no way this is going to be transmissible for food, because food is food. You got to fucking bite it. You got to physically see it. All these things are actually like consistency, viewing of food. These all add to flavors, the smell of the food. Just licking a fucking screen and going, ha, nice. You're not going to, but this will invariably end up in the porn industry. Fish it's going to, and it's going to be the taste of fucking it's going to be the taste of fucking fannies and cocks and maybe the odd butthole. That's what it's going to be flavored at. Just 3 flavors, comboed. Why not? Comboed. Just 3 flavors. Never mind your 10 professor of never mind that. Just 3 flavors. Send it to the porn industry. Butts, dicks, and puss. That's it. That's it. That's all you need. Never mind this fucking yoke of food. Nobody's going to want that. Nobody's going to fucking want that. Fuck me. Look at the teeth on this bastard. Fish with human teeth caught in North Carolina. I thought this was bullshit. I got sent this a few times by people, which, by the way, I thank you to every weird fucker who sent me that video. It happened last week on the Patreon live pod, where John, one of the patrons, fucking sent me a video of I don't know, is it Newmarket in Wales, because there's a Welsh accent there, but apparently it's Newmarket in North Cork, over near like where I guess it's fucking near Millo. I was like strip poker gone fucking wrong in a pub. There's all these old dudes with their wangs hanging out, and it looks like they're gonna run a train on. Well, it doesn't. If you took a picture of it, maybe, but it doesn't. It looks like they're all breaking their shit laughing, and this fucking big old girl, she just togs off with him, roaring, laughing, like, oh, fucking flappers banging out all over the place, like roaring, laughing. And apparently it was in Newmarket. I don't know. But that was my opinion being, is that's the start of the apocalypse. If people are at the level where they're going, I just don't give any kind of fucks. And these weren't like shredded, good looking people. You know what I mean? With big old dicks and fucking perfect looking fucking fannies and tits. Like, it was all fucking hot mess of people just laughing their fucking holes off. And they weren't in a drunken state where they were falling on the ground just shitting themselves. These people were pretty pissed, but they were in all right order. But that's the start. That's where it's like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to walk around with my dick out. That's where I'm at now. And I think that's when they look back, because they're creating this huge big black box that are going to sit in Tasmania. Huge thing, like the same as what they have in airplanes, but it's going to be the size of a bus, and it's going to monitor our demise, basically, as the planet fucking goes down the shitter over the next 50 years, which it's going to. This thing is going to monitor for any future civilization that does survive, and record it. And I think that will be the initial point that it will start recording. Maybe it started recording already, and it's picked up and went, hello, Dave. This is the point where the place shit the bed, where people just didn't give a fuck in North Cork and tugged off in front of their friends and neighbours in the pub, in sweaty beer arses, sitting on the fucking fake velour seats where you got to sit next. You got to clean with Scotch Guard. Like, there's no way of cleaning. Anyway, the teeth on this fucking fish. Somebody sent me this a couple of times before, and I didn't fucking believe it. If you have a look at the video right about now, this he's got human teeth. It's called the sheep's head, the sheephead fish, also known as the fucking convict fish, because it's got stripes down the side. I don't know how you would sidestep the fact that this cunt fish head fish, like he does have the head of a fish, or the head of a sheep somewhat. He does have stripes down the side of him. But hello, he's got a mouthful of fucking Jeremy Beadle's teeth. What in the name of fuck? How did you step around all the facts that he has a mouthful of human teeth, this fucking fish? You go, oh, he looks like a fish right there. He looks like a convict. He looks like a convict with human teeth. That fish right there, he looks like a sheep head fish. He looks like a sheep head with human teeth. How are you getting distracted by the stripes or the slight shape of his head, partially looking like a sheep, when he genuinely has fucking giant fucking human teeth? What the fuck? That I don't know why that's creeping me out way worse than like a piranha. I don't know why. Comedy found swimming along the Atlantic coast from New York to Brazil, and gave Sheep's Head Bay. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? They actually named Sheep's Head Bay after this cunt in Brooklyn. 3 foot. What's he fucking? So he's a voice. All right, he's got a nice, but yeah, I suppose he's got big old choppers, which means maybe we could bite through. He eats oysters, clams, and crustaceans. Listen, I'm just telling you now, have a look for this fucker and his big old fucking teeth. He's got a rake of fucking like little stubby teeth up along his tongue as well. Ah, fuck that guy. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. You're weirding me out way too fucking much, lad. Yeah. Fuck's sake. And mostly because any of the Patreons will tell you I'm a sucker. Ever since Tom and Jerry show did a double episode, a 2-parter on Fred Dibnah, the chimney feller / fucking steeplejack, I can't resist a story that has a north of England accent in it. I don't do it well. I do it to a point where you recognize that I'm trying to do it, but that's about it. 2 Yorkshire, 2 injured after pigs go on rampage. Do you know what I mean? Why did they even write it on rampage at West Yorkshire? Because for sure, when it was being described, they would have went on rampage at West Yorkshire Golf Course and forced club to close. Bastard. They should have called him fucking coronavirus or COVID-19. 2 people were injured after 2 large pigs rampaged around the golf course. They caused Uggs caused chaos at Lightcliff Golf Club in West Yorkshire on Tuesday. Storm and these are like, they look like 2 fucking boars to me. The fuck are they doing wandering around England? Like 2 black pigs were spotted on course during a golfer was caught by causing cuts. He's like, they bit him, bastard. Probably thought he was fucking pie or something. They returned 2 days later and injured him. Oh, came back. Second go. Milk a worker at the golf club and attempted to usher them off the course. The Uggs thought to be Vietnamese potbellies. They're big fucking potbellies. Those are fucking boars. I'm sorry, like, they're not potbellies. Not the fucking hope are they potbellies. Anybody who listens to the Tom and Jerry show Christmas special will know that I know a thing or two about pigs. I'm telling you, they're a crossbreed with fucking some big Bavarian bastard. That's not a fucking Vietnamese potbelly. God's covered in fucking like woolly, like a fucking, he's woolly, like a bear. The Uggs thought to be Vietnamese potbellies were on loose for around 6 hours. I don't know if I definitely must have said it to somebody at some stage. I remember a monkey going fucking ape in Fota Golf Club one time when we were working there, building the new 3 holes. Oh, that's a story for another day, lads. But you want to see that power of that fucking monkey. Oh my God, he could fuck things. Okay, looking at it from this angle, they're definitely some breed of Vietnamese pig. Pigs damaged on greens by digging small holes where they were eventually caught by police. They weren't caught by police. They weren't. They were caught by fucking pig handlers. Police didn't walk over there and cuff the fucking things. They didn't all go ug tie them. Well, they've been holding up traffic. Nice. They were. Pigs don't fuck around. Like the club's director, Judith Crowther, told the BBC, we had to close because they were wandering around and took over course. They ended up outside the clubhouse in the 9th green and didn't seem to want to go away. No matter how much I said, fuck off. No, she didn't say that. I added that in for comedic effect. Wasn't needed, Tom. Wasn't needed. The club, which has since been reopened, is said to be a mystery who the pigs belonged to. They didn't belong to Nebar Farm. It said, it raised a lot of interest, but we're glad they're now gone and go back to playing golf. It was like a comedy script. You couldn't have imagined it. If you tried, you could. It's not that funny of a story, to be honest with you. It's just 2 pigs on a golf course, but I just wanted to do it. There was no need to stick that in at all, Tom. Purely based on the fact, do you know what? The United Arab Emirates, like, there's nothing off the fucking table with these lads. But officials in Saudi Arabia have conducted the biggest ever crackdown on camels that received Botox injections, according to the state-run press agency. What else do you need to know, everybody? More than 40 entries have been disqualified from the popular King Abdulaziz Camel Festival, which started its month-long event in the desert northeast of the Saudi capital, Riyadh, invites breeders to compete for $66 million of a prize. Judges decide the winner based on the shape of the animal's head, neck, hump, dress, and postures. Hold on, this is a beauty contest for camels. They're fucking ugly, like, where are you starting from? You know, like, here. They don't give a fuck, do they? This is unreal. Thanks to specialized and advanced technology, officials have found breeders had stretched out the lips and noses of camels, used fucking hormones to boost muscles, injected heads and lips with Botox, inflated body parts with rubber bands, and used fillers to relax their faces. For the love of fuck, they're fucking mental out there. That's, again, it's another tipping point, like the fucking naked people in Newmarket. Like, you know that no fucks are given. These lads are, when there's so much money, you can buy anything you physically want to get your fucking hands on. There is so much money that you end up just coming up with this and going, I'm going to give away $66 million, by the way, for who turns up the best looking fucking, who's got the best. Like, you're down to fucking, like, fucking snot competitions, like, for a finish. You're literally, you're at a stage now where it's just like, well, I could literally buy the planet. So let's have competitions looking at each other's fucking camels. Fuck in hell. They don't give a fuck. I mean, to the point, look, I mean, just even on the same one, like, your man, if you haven't seen it, look, go on Amazon Prime, go have a look at the story. It's called Dissident. It's the story of Jamal Khashoggi. Like, they brought him to the embassy, fucking chopped him up, murdered the poor old devil. He was an outspoken, he worked for the Saudi government once upon a time. He was a bit outspoken afterwards. And basically in Turkey, they just went, man over to our place. Poor old fucking Khashoggi did not make it back out of the place. Oh yeah, sorry, he was getting the thumbs up on a marriage. But he to go in, they left Joanne outside going, no, we'll talk to himself inside. He can fuck come out again. And that's the balls of them. They're just like, we are just beyond wealthy that we just don't give a fuck. To the point that apparently the guy who made it, he made the same Icarus. Academy Award winning fucking Icarus. And Amazon, nobody wanted to pick it up. He'd won everything at the, I don't know what film festival it was New York Film Festival. And after that, you hope that your documentary, if it hasn't been signed already, it'll get picked up by somebody. Now, if your previous documentary won an Oscar, you know what, you'd be good to sell the next one handy enough. Like, this next one couldn't buy a fucking buyer. Nobody wanted to touch it. Amazon, Netflix, nobody wanted to fucking touch it until they got fucking shamed into it. Nobody wanted to touch it because they're like, you're just kind of fucking saying not great things about the Saudis there. And that's not good because, you know. Anyway, oh Jesus, how are you, Teresa? I'll talk to you again. Look, thanks for that. That was essentially how he was treated at this fucking. You're putting it out to market, but he was like, I'm fucking this guy. I won an Oscar for the last one. And this one is class as well. You fucking have to, but watch it before it gets fucking taken down and fucked away because it's a fucking good one. Anyway, that has been the Christmas Ramble pod for all, not just patrons. But I'm gonna do a live set. I don't know how long it'll be. 15, 20 minutes. It'll be of new stuff. I want to do a live set. I'll stream it here, but I'll stream it over on Patreon to the Patreons either next Thursday or Friday. I'll see what the Patreons say. I will see what way people are fixed. And yeah, I'm gonna do it, and we'll have a show afterwards. Like we'll have a fucking bit of a powwow, a bit of crack afterwards. Try and make it as giggish as possible. And if you are coming to the one in Newry, then great. See you there. See you fucking there. I'm not wise enough to tell you how to keep the fucking head together over the holiday season. If you are isolating and you're new to the podcast, you lucky bastard, you just found 200, and I'm joking. But there's a fucking lot of episodes up there. So, you know, keep the fucking head together as best you can. Try not to bite the fucking face off family members that are coming out with different shit. Try not to talk about it. You know what I mean? Maybe talk about the fucking camel situation and the fucking Botox. Talk about the teeth in that mad fucking fish. Talk about the hogs wandering around a fucking, you know what I mean? Just anything, fucking anything, rather than going straight to the misery that they're pumping up our fucking holes at the minute. And, if you are doing a turkey and you're going, how the fuck do I stop my turkey from being dry? I'm just throwing it out there. Seasoned butter with maybe a little fucking grating of fucking lemon. Just zest a lemon on it. Salt and pepper. Maybe, if you want, put a herb in there of some sort. I don't mean like fucking put some marijuana. I mean, well, maybe do whatever you're into. Thyme, fucking bit of parsley. Mash it all up. Get it nice and soft. Get it all together. Lift up the skin across the breasts. And stuff it in there. Stuff in as much as you fucking can. And throughout the cook, just baste it. Keep on fucking with an old brush, i.e. a basting brush. Or if you have a turkey baster, get that. And you'll be fucking grand. That's the money, baby. Because they're not really meant to be fucking cooked. That's the thing. They should be able to look after themselves. Like beef. But they don't. They don't have enough fat on. So you got to create it. And that's a fucking thing a lot of people won't fucking bother to hold telling you about. Get it under there. That's the fucking winner chicken dinner. I'm going to do the beef ribs in a couple of days' time. I'm going to make a video of it for people. If you can get your hands on them, they're not overly expensive. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about big fucking tomahawks. These are spare ribs. This is right up the other end. They're going to be fucking gorgeous, lads. But look, I'm going to season them, smoke them. I fucking tell you all about them. Look, boys and girls, this has been the Ramble Pod, the Christmas special. For one and all, have a lovely fucking Christmas, holidays, fucking whatever you're celebrating. I don't care. Just enjoy it. Try not to be a fucking pain in the hole around the house. And for the Patreons only, I'll have a live show / gonna do some stand-up for you either next Thursday or Friday. Mind yourself. Good night. God bless you. Thanks.